ॐ तव कथामृतं तप्तजीवनं कविभिरीडितं कल्मषापहं श्रवणमङ्गलं श्रीमदादतं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः। श्री श्री रामकृष्ण कथामृत दक्षिणेश्वर ठाकुर श्री रामकृष्ण चतुर्थ दर्शन। The Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, Sri Ramakrishna in Dakshineshwar, the fourth meeting of M with Sri Ramakrishna. পাঁচটা বাজি আছে, ভক্ত কয়টি যে যার বাড়িতে চলিয়া গেলেন, কেবল মাস্টার আর নরেন্দ্র রহিলেন। নরেন্দ্র গাড়ু লইয়া হাঁস পুকুরের ও ঝাউতলার দিকে মুখ ধুইতে গেলেন। মাস্টার ঠাকুর বাড়ির এই দিক ওই দিক পাইচারি করিতেছেন। কিয়ৎক্ষণ পরে কুঠির কাছে দিয়া হাঁস পুকুরের দিকে আসিতে লাগিলেন। দেখিলেন পুকুরের দক্ষিণ দিকের সিঁড়ির চাতালের উপর শ্রীরামকৃষ্ণ দাঁড়াইয়া, নরেন্দ্র গাঢ় হাত করিয়া মুখ ধুইয়া দাঁড়াইয়া আছেন। Such a graphic description Master Moshe gives us so that we can use it as a theme for meditation. There is a wonderful discussion in the very beginning of the Srimad Bhagavatam about the purpose of the incarnation. Why is it that the infinite and the absolute, Brahman, Satchidananda, incarnate taking a human form? What is the purpose? The Bhagavan Sri Krishna has mentioned in the Gita, Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. I come for dharma samsthapana. Here once again dharma samsthapana does not mean all adharma will vanish. Dharma and adharma will always coexist in this world of Maya. So what does dharma samsthapana mean? It means human beings will regain their moorings and recover their conviction about and faith in God and the supreme reality which is unchanging and absolute. This has to be remembered because it is mentioned in the Bhagavata that as soon as Sri Krishna left the body, Kali Purusha, Papa Purusha entered. It is very strange that Kali entered immediately after the incarnation left. If the Avatara had come to this world for the purpose of Dharma Samsthapana, why is it that Kali Purusha enters as soon as the Avatara Leela in the physical body just comes to an end? So what kind of adharma enters this world when the Lord himself has come to establish dharma? So the word dharma has to be understood carefully. That means the conviction about and the faith in the supreme reality, God, Brahman, and the possibility of the human mind to be able to understand and grasp, however infinitesimally, the supreme reality and participate in the glory of God, in the greatness of God, and taste the joy of God. This has to be recovered. So what is happening now is that this possibility itself is forgotten. Human beings have forgotten that it is possible for a human mind to be able to grasp the infinite. This is a strange occurrence in human life, how the finite human mind becomes capable of grasping the infinite. Once again, I draw a story from the Gospel of Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna says, Rama tells Lakshmana, "Oh Lakshmana, my brother, the elephant is such a huge animal, but it cannot think of the infinite. Human beings, however small, insignificant they may be, have the capacity to be able to intuit the infinite, to realize the infinite, and to actualize their inner potential of infinity, and to realize that in reality and actuality they are the infinite supreme being. Aham Brahmasmi. It is possible for the human mind to be able to realize this. So the recovery of this faith in the possibility of the realization of the supreme reality by the finite human mind is the purpose of dharma. Dharma samsthapana. He establishes this possibility and makes it a universally acceptable phenomenon that the entire community of human beings all over the world, the entire society, comes to believe, comes to become convinced about this supreme goal of human life. This recovery of faith. This is one of the greatest accomplishments of the incarnation of God. He does it by his own action, by his own realization, and by his teachings. Every page of the Gospel of Ramakrishna will tell you how Sri Ramakrishna repeatedly says that God can be realized. A realization of God in this life is the aim of human life. And if somebody fails to realize God, having attained this precious human birth, his life is just in vain. The entire Gospel, 100,000 times he repeats this, from his own realization, from his own conviction. And anybody who reads the Gospel will know, feel, realize that this is true. God is and he can be realized. Life is a waste if God is not realized. Sri Ramakrishna told Niranjan Maharaj, Swami Niranjanananda later on, Niranjan, din jai re, kobe Ishwar labh korbi. Niranjan, days are just passing away. When will you realize God? This corona pandemic has clearly shown us how ephemeral, how transient, how fragile the entire human society is. The tiniest of the tiniest of the tiny virus has completely shaken the whole world to its foundations. All your intellect, all your biology, all your knowledge of virology and immunology is unable to tackle this virus. Now we talk about a fourth variant, the fifth wave, Omicron, that is the name given. And all the experts are wondering whether the vaccine that we invented and we are giving to people is capable of tackling this new virus, new variant of that virus. We don't know. The nature of the virus is completely unknown. That is life. There is Maya. So amidst this ephemerality, transience, impermanence, non-eternality, there is an entity, call it God, call it Brahman, call it Allah, call it Bhagavan, call it Christ, which is eternal, unchanging, timeless. This has to be realized and proved. The lives of incarnations are proof that this is possible. This is Dharma Samsthapana. Now, among the various discussions about the possibility of the incarnation and why he incarnates, what is the purpose? Kunti Devi, who is the mother of the Pandavas, makes an extraordinarily elevated, illuminating observation. She says, you know what is the purpose of the incarnation? To create infinite themes for meditation. Our minds are restless, impossible to control the mind. The incarnation comes and tells you, you don't need to control the mind. Allow the mind to move on, be restless, but I shall move with the mind. This is called Leela Chintana. Leela is a play of God, the divine play. And the Lord says, wherever the mind is restlessly moving, I shall constantly move with the mind, so that your mind which is restless shall not for a moment be away from my company. That is religion, that is meditation. For which you need not a still picture on which the mind has to be concentrated, but there's a moving picture of God, a video picture of God, a movie in which the mind need not be fixed but can constantly move with every movement of this video. So he creates innumerable themes. So this Ramakrishna Kathamrita is one such pen picture. He creates a pen picture. In that pen picture, movement of the Ramakrishna are portrayed. He is laughing, he is crying, he is meditating, and he is dancing, he is singing, he goes into samadhi. Now he is cracking jokes. Innumerable themes. And we are singularly fortunate that Master Mahashaya M has painted this pen picture like a video. So just close your eyes and imagine. Sri Ramakrishna is sitting there, Narendra has come. So all the descriptions here are themes for contemplation and meditation. There are stories, they are real, which happened just the other day. Master and Narendra alone are there, everybody had gone. Narendra was washing his mouth with a bowl of water, and Sri Ramakrishna is looking at him and he is talking to Narendra. Imagine this. Narendra is washing his mouth and with a bowl of water, and Sri Ramakrishna is talking to him. So close your eyes and meditate on this. Nara Narayana Sanyoga Samvada Sri Krishnarjuna Samvada. That is the Bhagavad Gita. And here the Narendra is the Nararishi, and the Narayana is Sri Bhagavan Ramakrishna, and they are talking to each other. This is no less glorious or spiritually elevating to think about than the Bhagavad Gita, see Krishna Arjuna Samvada. So Thakur bolitechen, Sri Ramakrishna is telling Narendra, দেখ আর একটু বেশি বেশি আসবি, সবে নূতন আসছিস কি না, প্রথম আলাপের পর নূতন সকলেই ঘন ঘন আসে, যেমন নূতন পতি, কেমন আসবি তো? He says, now that you are coming new, come more often. Ghana ghana ashbi means come more often, more frequently. And he says, very interesting simile he gives, because you are new, navanuraga, new found love, just like husband and wife, when they are newly married, they constantly think of each other, talk to each other, share their photographs and conversations and call upon each other continuously through chat and video and telephone and so on. So, Navanuraga, newly connected. প্রথম আলাপের পর নূতন সকলেই ঘন ঘন আসে, যেমন নূতন পতি, a new husband. কেমন আসবি তো? Narendra and Master are laughing. So Sri Ramakrishna had the capacity to convey very, very subtle spiritual truths in such simple and very often humorous way, without making it light. He had a way of creating a telling effect on the listener. নরেন্দ্র ব্রাহ্ম সমাজের ছেলে, হাসিতে হাসিতে বলিলেন, হ্যাঁ চেষ্টা করব. He is very careful. He does not say I will come. He says I shall try. Here Master Moshe adds, because he was from Brahma Samaj, he always was playing careful when it comes to truth. If he commits himself, he has to come. So without committing himself, he says, I shall try. সকলে ঠাকুর কুঠির পথ দিয়া ঠাকুর ঘরে ঠাকুরের ঘরে আসিতেছেন, কুঠির কাছে মাস্টারকে ঠাকুর বলিলেন. So everybody is coming from the kuthi, just in front of Ramakrishna's room, and moving towards Sri Ramakrishna's room. When Master Moshe was near the Kuthi building, Sri Ramakrishna tells him, দেখো চাষারা হাটে গরু কিনতে যায়, তারা ভালো গরু মন্দ গরু বেশ চেনে. The farmers go to the fair, which is called a hart, to buy cows, because they need cows for milk and for various purposes at home. Cow was considered great wealth in those days, and they want to test the quality of the cow. So how do they do that? He is describing, যে গরু লেজে হাত দিলে তিডিং ফিডিং থিডিং মিডিং করে লাফিয়ে ওঠে, সেই গরুকে পছন্দ করে. নরেন্দ্র সেই গরুর জাত, ভিতরে খুব তেজ. Ramakrishna says, they touch the tail of the cow. The moment the tail is touched, the cows which immediately jump about with tremendous force, tiding miding kore othe, লাফিয়ে ওঠে, they jump about as if in tremendous angry reaction, as if. That means they have full of vitality. They purchase only such cows ভিতরে খুব তেজ. That means tremendous vitality, power, prowess within. নরেন্দ্র সেই গরুর জাত, ভিতরে খুব তেজ. Narendra belongs to that class of cows, as it were, and so much of power and so much of vitality is there within. এই বলিয়া ঠাকুর হাসিতেছেন. Saying this, Ramakrishna is laughing. Every one of these scenes is a scene for contemplation and meditation. Every page of the Gospel of Ramakrishna will throw you a few hundred themes on which you can meditate. Think of Ramakrishna talking to M in front of the Kuthi Badi, that building, and saying this, and Sri Ramakrishna is laughing. Just imagine this. Contemplate this. Your whole mind will be full of joy. আবার কেউ কেউ লোক আছে যেন চিড়ের ফলার, আট নাই, জোর নাই, ভ্যাঁ ভ্যাঁ করছে. Very difficult to translate these things into English, any other language. ভ্যাঁ ভ্যাঁ করছে. Some others are like চিড়ের ফলার. Chida is fried rice. So fried rice, if you put it in water and milk, it will become amorphous. There's no strength, as it were. Art nahi, jor nahi. Art means some kind of inner fiercity, fierce nature, inner strength. Fiercely independent, tremendous strength within, jor nai. There is no manifestation of power. Bha bha korche. If you put fried rice into water or milk, the whole thing becomes, there is no strength in it, as it were. It becomes amorphous. সন্ধ্যা হইল, ঠাকুর ঈশ্বর চিন্তা করিতেছেন. মাস্টারকে বলিলেন, তুমি নরেন্দ্রের সঙ্গে আলাপ করে গে, আমায় বলবে কি রকম ছেলে. This is one trick we used to play. You try to assess Narendra from the capacity of the disciple to be able to assess him and Narendra. Sri Ramakrishna used to assess the spiritual advancement of the devotee. It's a very, very interesting game Sri Ramakrishna used to play, as it were. He will say what kind of person he is. Later on, he will also ask, what do you think of me? How much of knowledge do I have? Which means, from the disciple's capacity to be able to understand and evaluate and assess the incarnation or his companion Narendra, Sri Ramakrishna will know how much of spiritual advancement that this devotee has made. It's a very strange examination which Ramakrishna used to perform. তুমি নরেন্দ্রের সঙ্গে আলাপ করোগে, আমায় বলবে কি রকম ছেলে. You go and enter into a discussion with Narendra, keep talking to him, and come back and tell me what kind of boy he is. What do you think of him? আরতি হইয়া গেল। মাস্টার অনেকক্ষণ পরে চাঁদনির পশ্চিম ধারে নরেন্দ্রকে দেখিতে পাইলেন। মাস্টার মহাশয়, after a long time, saw Narendra in the western side of the courtyard. পরস্পর আলাপ হইতে লাগিল। Then Narendra and Master Maharshi were talking to each other. Remember, Master Maharshi M was at least 10 years older than Narendra. Narendra বলিলেন, আমি সাধারণ ব্রাহ্ম সমাজের, maybe about 8-9 years older. Narendra said, I belong to সাধারণ ব্রহ্ম সমাজ, কলেজে পড়িতেছি ইত্যাদি. I am studying in a college. He was a teenager, maybe 18-19 years old. He was a student of the Scottish Church College, and he used to go and frequent Brahma Samaj. He was very fond of Keshav Chandra Sen. He used to participate in the Upasana and so on. Keshav Chandra Sen had a fantastic charm and charisma by which he used to attract many young boys. So Sri Ramakrishna also said he has had some kind of realization, and when he used to talk of God, tears used to trickle down his eyes. So Narendra was charmed by Keshav Chandra Sen and the Sadharan Brahma Samaj, the Upasana, etc. He used to go and sing there also. রাত হইয়াছে, মাস্টার এইবার বিদায় গ্রহণ করিবেন, কিন্তু যাইতে আর পারিতেছেন না. Master Moshe wanted to go home now. It's quite late in the night, but he just cannot bring himself to leaving the company of Sri Ramakrishna, as if somebody is drawing him to Sri Ramakrishna like a magnet. তাই নরেন্দ্রের নিকট হইতে আসিয়া ঠাকুর শ্রী রামকৃষ্ণকে খুঁজিতে লাগিলেন. So after talking to Narendra, he came to Sri Ramakrishna again to find out where he is. তাহার গান শুনিয়া হৃদয় মন মুগ্ধ হইয়াছে, বড় সাধ যে আবার তাঁর শ্রীমুখে গান শুনিতে পান. After listening to Sri Ramakrishna's songs, his heart and his mind was so full of joy that he was longing to hear Sri Ramakrishna sing again. He was deeply yearning to listen to Sri Ramakrishna's songs again. So খুঁজিতে খুঁজিতে দেখিলেন মা কালীর মন্দিরের সম্মুখে নাথ মন্দিরের মধ্যে একাকী ঠাকুর পাদচারণ করিতেছেন. He came and saw Sri Ramakrishna is pacing up and down the Nath Mandir, the place where people sit and meditate and sing and so on. The Bengal, the Garbhagriha, the sanctum sanctorum where the deity is there, that is slightly away from the Nath Mandir, where the hall in which prayer, meditation, songs, they go on. Unlike in the south, they are connected. So each tradition has its own beauty. So Nath Mandire, in the hall in front of the Kali temple, in front of the Kali's image, the sanctum sanctorum, Garbha Mandira, Sri Ramakrishna was pacing up and down, absorbed in himself, alone. মার মন্দিরে মার দুই পার্শ্বে আলো জ্বলিতেছিল. In the temple of Bhavatarini, on both sides of the Divine Mother's image, light was burning, in those days you had the oil lamp. বৃহৎ নাট মন্দিরে একটা আলো জ্বলিতেছে, ক্ষীণ আলোক. So look at the description so that you can think and meditate upon this. Close your eyes and meditate, contemplate. Master Mashi is coming and searching for Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna is pacing up and down in the hall, the Nat Mandira, in front of the Sanctum Sanctorum. Light is burning on both sides of the mother's image, Bhavatarini, and there is a light also in the Nat Mandira, and is semi-darkness. The light is very dim, keen alok. আলোর অন্ধকার মিশ্রিত হইলে যেমন রূপ হয়, সেই রূপ নাট মন্দিরে দেখাইতেছিল. When light and darkness coexist as it were, semi-darkness, the whole Nat Mandir was filled with that kind of semi-darkness. And in that, Sri Ramakrishna alone, walking, pacing up and down, absorbed in God. Meditate on this. This one theme, if you meditate, you get mukti. As Kunti Devi said in the Bhagavatam, the avatara, incarnation of God, comes to create innumerable themes for contemplation and meditation. By thinking and contemplating and meditating of any one of which a human being can attain mukti, moksha phala. So he makes spiritual life so simple, for which you need a book, you need the description, which is what the Bhagavatam has done in the case of Sri Krishna, which is called the Ramayana has done in the case of Sri Ramachandra, which is what Sri Ramakrishna Kathamrita, the Gospel, has done in the case of Sri Ramakrishna. This is a book which captures innumerable scenes in the life of the Avatara, conversations, songs, dances, and every one of these scenes gives you such an elevation by which the door to immortality is just opened. So the incarnation of God is called Amritasya Setuhu, the bridge to immortality. Just to think of this scene. Two lights are burning on both sides of the image of Bhavatarini inside the Sanctum Sanctorum, and another light is burning in the Nat Mandira, the hall in front of the Sanctum Sanctorum. There is a mixture of light and darkness, semi-darkness, dimly lighted, and in that Sri Ramakrishna is walking, pacing up and down, fully absorbed in the divine consciousness of the mother. Just this one scene. Meditate on this. How many scenes do you want from the Kathamrita? Every page gives you 100 scenes, as it were. 100,000 scenes for contemplation are thrown to you, so that with devotion, with faith and Shraddha, and pouring your heart out at the feet of Sri Ramakrishna with prayer, with faith, with tears in your eyes, you meditate, and your mind will become filled with joy and peace. This is not a book which you read and finish off. This book doesn't get finished at all. This book is eternally unfinished book. Because you can't say, I have read the Kathamrita. It's a continuous process of contemplation. Don't make it a ritualistic habit to read the Kathamrita. People say 1 page I read every day. It is not a ritual. It is not an anushtana. It is a spiritual exercise. It is an elevating spiritual sadhana for contemplation of the Leela of Bhagavan, Leela Chintana. ঠাকুরের গান শুনিয়া মাস্টার আত্মহারা হইয়াছেন. Master completely forgot himself, lost himself listening to the song of Sri Ramakrishna. This one sentence you read and meditate. Jana mantra mugdha sharpa. As it were, he becomes a snake which is charmed with some chanting of mantras, incantations. এক্ষণে সংকুচিত ভাবে ঠাকুরকে জিজ্ঞাসা করিলেন, আজ আর কি গান হবে? With tremendous hesitation and trepidation, lest he disturbs Ramakrishna's mood, M is asking, will there be any further singing today? ঠাকুর চিন্তা করিয়া বললেন, না, আজ আর গান হবে না. No, there will be no more singing today. এই বলিয়া কি যেন মনে পড়িল, অমনি বলিলেন, after saying this, he remembered something as it were, and then said, তবে একটু কর্ম করো, আমি বলরামের বাড়ি কলকাতায় যাব, তুমি যেও, সেখানে গান হবে. I will go to Balaram Basu's house. There will be a lot of singing. You also come there. You also reach there. Balaram Basu was one of the outstanding, remarkable, wonderful householder devotee of Sri Ramakrishna. So humble and so simple, so rich at the same time. All that he had was at the service of Sri Ramakrishna. Balaram Basu's house in Calcutta, Bagh Bazaar, now it is called Balaram Mandir. There is a permanent center of the Ramakrishna order in Balaram Mandir. More than 100 times Sri Ramakrishna must have visited that place. And the direct disciples of Sri Ramakrishna, Swamiji, Swami Vivekananda, Swami Brahmananda, Swami Premananda, everybody, they used to go and stay there. Whenever they felt like going, they simply went and stayed there. It was just an extension of the ashrama. So he says, I will go to Balaram's house. There you go, and lot of singing will be there. Master, je agya. Yes, sir, I will go. Ramakrishna, tumi jano Balaram Basu? Master, agya na. Do you know Balaram Basu's house? Do you know him? Said, no, I don't know. Sri Ramakrishna, Balaram Basu, Bospadai Badi. Bospada, now called the Bagh Bazaar, is Balaram Basu, one of the outstanding devotees. Master, je agya ami jigyasha korbo. Yes, sir, I will inquire and find out. Sri Ramakrishna, Master er songe Nath Mandire bedaite. So he was once again resuming his walk. This time he took Master Mahesh also along with him for the walk as a companion. So meditate on this. This is one picture of Sri Ramakrishna's Leela, which gives you a theme for meditation, contemplation. Sri Ramakrishna is walking in the dim light, absorbed in Divine Mother, full of joy, and he is taking you as his companion. Naat mandire bedaite bedaite, Master Shunge alap kurite chen. He is walking up and down in the Naat Mandira and talking to Sri Ramakrishna. So imagine yourself to also be walking along with Ramakrishna, and you become the companion, a sakha, a playmate of the divine incarnation. Think of this, meditate on this. Close your eyes and think of this and be filled with the divine consciousness of the companionship of the Lord. He is always with you. He doesn't give you up even for a moment. The Christian fathers, when they bless the youngsters, they say, "May God be with you." The common blessing which they give, elders, that means you keep the company of God always. Brother Lawrence, a great Christian monk and elevated sadhaka and siddha, a person of realization, wrote a small book, is a compendium of his letters. Practice of the presence of God. Ishvara Sannidhya Sadhana. This is a great sadhana. You practice his presence. You imagine that you are in the presence of God, you are playing and laughing and eating and jumping, and you are lying in his lap at his feet, like dogs and cats do. They are so free with the Master. And you are walking with Ramakrishna. He is taking you for a walk. He is feeding you. He is putting you to rest. So you are constantly in his company. Think of this. Meditate on this. Every piece of the Kathamrita scenes is a scene for meditation, is a theme for meditation, for contemplation. Master Shunge Naat Mandire bedaite bedaite. So he is taking you as his companion during a walk. Acha, tomai ekta kotha jigyasha kori. So I will ask you a question. Amake tomar ki bodh hoy? This is a constant tricky question which Ramakrishna used to throw at people, from which he will try to find out how much is the spiritual advancement of the sadhaka, the aspirant. Because it is not easy to understand a divine incarnation. Avajananti mam mudha manushim tanumashritam param bhavamajananto mama bhuta maheshwaram. Mam mudha avajananti. Those who are mudha, deluded people, they do not know me as a supreme Ishvara. Seeing me in the human form, they despise me. They neglect me. They can't evaluate who I am. Because to know the incarnation is easy. You can be devoted to various deities, Durga, Kali, Ganesha and so on. But to be devoted to the incarnation, the Supreme Being manifested as a human being, is just not easy. Because you see a human being just like you and me, how do you know he is God himself? Unless he reveals. And he does reveal to very, very intimate people. He revealed to Arjuna his Vishwarupa. He revealed to Narendra and Rakhal. How many things he must have revealed. Mahapurush Swami Shivananda Ji, the second president of the Ramakrishna order, Taraknath, Mahapurush Maharaj once said, when we went to Sri Ramakrishna, saw him and moved with him, we thought he was an extraordinary saint, a Siddha Mahapurusha, an illumined sage, a god-like person. But how could we ever guess or know that the little body of his contained millions of universes? Just think of this sentence. It's not mere exaggeration. They actually knew, saw, realized. Sri Ramakrishna, out of his grace, showed them. অনন্ত ব্রহ্মাণ্ড তার এইটুকু শরীরের মধ্যে লুকায়িত ছিল, আমরা জানবো কি করে? How could we ever know that the little body of his contained millions of universes? The Vishwarupa Darshana which he showed. Arjuna became frightened. I thought you were my Sakha. Sakheti madmatva prasabam yaduktam he Krishna he Yadava he Sakheti. Thinking of you as my companion, as my Sakha and a playmate, I sometimes out of fun and out of in a friendly quarrel, I must have teased you, I must have insulted you. Please, please pardon me. I made a huge mistake. Bhita bhita pranamya. Not one bhita, double bhita. He was frightened to the core and was prostrating, bowing down from the front, from the back, moving around. All around him was moving and making pranams. Namav purastad atha prishtadaste namostute devavarav prasida. Purastad, from the front I am bowing down. Prishtha, from the back also I am bowing. Nobody bows down from the back. He is so frightened he does not know what to do. Oh Krishna, I never knew this cosmic dimension of your real nature. An incarnation of God, an avatara, is not an individual human being as he appears like us, but is a cosmic entity in whom the entire universe of millions and millions of worlds, the suns and the moons and the stars and the worlds are contained. It's not a joke. Ananta Brahmanda, he says. Ananta Brahmanda rakhen udara puriye. About the Divine Mother Kali, Ramprasad sings, Ananta Brahmanda, you keep it in your womb, in your stomach, and then bring them out. Sri Ramakrishna once had a vision which was corroborated by Naren. When Narendra was going through so many different kinds of sadhana at Kashipur Garden House, once he came and told Sri Ramakrishna, today I had a strange vision. I saw an inverted triangle so luminous. Sri Ramakrishna smiled and said, yes, I also saw it. Brahmayoni darshan hoichis. Brahmayoni, the yoni of Brahman, that means, only means the utsa, the source. The source of the entire universe. আরও কি সেখান থেকে অনন্ত ব্রহ্মাণ্ড প্রতি মুহূর্তে প্রসব হচ্ছে আমি দর্শন করেছিলাম. Moreover, I saw infinite number of universes, Brahmanda, were born, generated from that triangle of light. How many kinds of visions Ramakrishna had. So an incarnation of God and avatara contains within him millions of universes. we know the story in the Bhagavata about how Sri Krishna's mother Yashoda caught him. Hey, you're stealing butter and eating them? He said, no, mother, I did not eat. So it's so charming, the little child. This is a great theme for meditation. Think of Sri Krishna, a little baby, Gopala, and the mother is catching him, red, and his whole mouth is full of butter. And with innocent tears he says, no, mother, I did not take butter. Maiya moiro mai nahi makhan khayo. Surdas. These poets and dramatists, how many poems and dramas and literature, Mahakavyas have sprung up with the Leela of these various incarnations. Bharatavarsha is, the literature is full of the Leelas of these great avatars. They take up a theme and then poetry, drama, songs, how many hundreds of thousands of songs. Surdas, Mirabai, Krishna Bhakti Shakha, then Rama Bhakti Shakha, Tulsidas. Then mother said, hey, you said you have not eaten? Open your mouth and show me. Meditate on this. Then the little child is opening the mouth. Then Yashoda was about to faint. He saw the entire Brahmanda in his mouth. These are not mere stories. Sri Ramakrishna actually demonstrated them in his life, and people like Swami Vivekananda, Brahmananda, many others also saw. These are miracles which are not highlighted in the Ramakrishna tradition because people will be running only behind miracles. He showed it to Mathura Babu. Mathura Babu was not a great sadhaka. He was a worldly person, but tremendous faith which he had in Sri Ramakrishna, for which he was willing to give up anything for Sri Ramakrishna. So once Mathura Babu saw Sri Ramakrishna walking up and down, when he's coming towards him, he saw Kali. Going the other way, he saw Shiva. So he said, am I making a mistake? Am I in a hallucination? He rubbed his eyes again and again and saw Sri Ramakrishna showed him a Shiva and Kali in one. This is just a stray incident. Hundreds of thousands of such incidents have happened in the life of Sri Ramakrishna. And Master Maharshi has caught many of them, and whatever he has caught and presented to us in the Sri Sri Ramakrishna Kathamrita, the Gospel of Ramakrishna, is hugely sufficient for us for the whole life to spend in contemplation and meditation. Leela Chintana. আমাকে তোমার কি মনে হয়, কি বোধ হয়? Just to test him to find out whether he has understood the spiritual depth and dimension of Sri Ramakrishna. Master চুপ করিয়া আছেন, ঠাকুর আবার বলিতেছেন. Master Maharshi did not know what to say, so he simply was keeping quiet. Sri Ramakrishna said again, তোমার কি বোধ হয়? আমার কোন জ্ঞান হয়েছে? What is your assessment? What is your evaluation? What do you think? How many annas of knowledge do I have? Anna means, in those days in India, 1 rupee used to consist of 16 annas. That's why Shodasha Kala Purna. 16 Kala means that is full. Even when we were children, we had this 16 annas. Then we came the Naya Paisa, then Paisa. The decimal system came. So 100 paisa makes 1 rupee. So before that we did not have the decimal system. 16 annas make 1 rupee. So quarter of that is 4 annas, 8 annas, 12 annas and so on. So how many annas of knowledge do I have? Kovana amar gyana ache. What is the percentage? That's the idea. Is 50% or 25% or 10% of knowledge do I have? Master, Ana ei kotha bujhte parchi na. Master says, I don't quite understand what you exactly mean by the term Ana. Means percentage. Tobe এইরূপ জ্ঞান বা প্রেম ভক্তি বা বিশ্বাস বা বৈরাগ্য বা উদার ভাব কখনো কোথাও দেখি নাই. Meditate on this sentence. Master Moshe's assessment and evaluation, understanding of Sri Ramakrishna, I think we should not call it evaluate or assessment, because it is only audacity on our part to use such words with regard to Sri Ramakrishna. M's understanding, even within a few days of coming, just the 4th visit, he has understood Sri Ramakrishna. He says, I do not exactly understand what you mean by Ana, but then this kind of knowledge and devotion in one, jnana and bhakti combined, jnanasya bhaktesya vishuddhamurtim vimurtimekam bhuvi Ramakrishnam. प्रेमाब्दिगंभीर तरंग भंगीरांदोलितोयो भगवद्विलीनः भक्तिर्विशुद्धा स्वयमाविरासीत् पुंविग्रहो भुवि रामकृष्णः. Pramadadas Mitra, the great scholar and a very great devotee who taught so many things to Swami Vivekananda and Narendranath, wrote this wonderful poem. Here is Ramakrishna, incarnation, embodiment of purest love, divine love, bhakti, Vishuddha bhakti, and tossed about by the waves of the ocean of the love of God. He is tossed about. He is dancing and moving around and singing like a mad elephant, as it were, Matta Hati, mentioned about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then he says, how do I describe him? Kim adbhutam kanchita chintya shaktim bande prashantam paripurna bodham. I can only describe him as a kind of indescribable, unthinkable, extraordinary spiritual power. Achintya Shakti. Achintya, Achintaniya, who cannot be thought about, contemplated, caught within the net of thought, beyond the mind. Achintya Shakti. Adbhutam. Wonderful. Adbhutam. Rovaharshanam. Last chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, this Sri Krishna Samvada, Keshavarjunayo Samvada, Adbhutam Romaharshanam. It gives me horripilation and Adbhuta, wonderful, extraordinary, divine. Tam Adbhutam Kanchita Chintya Shaktim Vande Prashantam. Extraordinarily peaceful. That is the peace which passes understanding, beyond the mind, beyond the senses, beyond understanding. What Christ called the peace that passes understanding. Paripurna Bodham. It's pure, infinite, condensed consciousness. Prema Ghana Murti. It is love personified and condensed, as it were. Earlier verse he said, Vishuddha Murti of purest love. He is the embodiment of the purest love. Here he says, Jnanasya Bhaktesya Vishuddha Murtim. Is a pure embodiment, incarnation of Jnana and Bhakti. It is not easy to have in one form Jnana and Bhakti. Surya, sun, is supposed to be symbol of Jnana, knowledge, and the moon, Chandra, is usually considered as a symbol of Bhakti. And Sri Krishna comes from the Chandra Vamsha, and Sri Ramachandra comes in the Surya Vamsha. So Rama is more knowledge oriented. Apparently, they combine everything, but from what we usually understand, and Sri Krishna is full of divine love. And here is Sri Ramakrishna combining both of them. Jai Ram, Jai Krishna, Shai Idaning Ramakrishna. He who was Rama, he who was Krishna is Ramakrishna in this body, but not in a Vedantic sense. Tor Vedanta dike noi. In Vedanta, everybody is incarnation because the divine infinite soul is in everybody. This is a special manifestation. This is the mystical language which he uses. The divine manifestation. So is the embodiment of Jnana and Bhakti. Jnanasya Bhaktesya Vishuddha Murtim Vimurtim Ekam. In one single murti, single form, he combined, harmoniously blended Jnana and Bhakti, knowledge and devotion. Jnanasya Bhaktesya Vishuddha Murtim Vimurtim Ekam Bhuvi Ramakrishnam. So this peculiar and wonderful, extraordinary, unthinkable, beyond mind and thought, combining in himself, harmoniously blending Jnana and Bhakti, knowledge and devotion, he has come down Bhuvi in this earth, in the human form. He is Ramakrishna. So this is what Master Maharishi could understand even in just 4 trips. How extraordinarily elevated he must have been. Tobe Eirup Gyan va Prema Bhakti, knowledge and Prema Bhakti, devotion, which is the height of divine love. Vishwas Vairagya, tremendous faith in God, living and moving in God, knowing nothing but God. Vairagya va Udar Bhav, not wanting anything. Vairagya means dispassion. Just don't want anything from this world. I do not want anything from this world, and the world has no claim on me. I don't want anything from anybody. I don't want anybody for anything. Udar Bhav Vairagya. If you have dispassion, this Vairagya, usually you become very dry. Those who are Vairagis, you will find they are dry people. Here is a person who is so full of devotion, so full of the highest bliss, rasa, bliss, ananda, joy, and Udar Bhav, extraordinarily broad. Swami Vivekananda said, he combined in one person extensity and intensity, breadth, width, and depth. Broad as the skies and deep as the ocean, was his description. Such a personage who combined in himself the extensity and intensity, breadth and depth, never before appeared in the human plane. This is Swami Vivekananda's statement. So do not think it's an exaggerated statement. He actually knew what he was talking about. He realized it 100%. Udar bhav kothao dekhi nai. I have never seen such knowledge, extraordinary devotion and divine love, faith and conviction in God, complete dispassion for the world, and extraordinary liberal outlook. Never seen anywhere and at any time. Thakur Sri Ramakrishna hasite lagilin. Sri Ramakrishna simply started smiling. So we have had so many themes in this 1 hour on which we can meditate, take one or two, many, and get absorbed in contemplation, meditation, these themes. Hours will pass, days will pass, weeks will pass, months will pass, and years will pass. And you will see that you have been newly born. Sri Ramakrishna is occupying your entire being and consciousness. May that happen to us by a study of this extraordinary scripture of the modern age, Sri Sri Ramakrishna Kathamrita, the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. Om Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam Bhaktanukampadhrita Vigraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidhyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namamaha. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.